We are live now. Okay. So, hello, how are you guys? First of all, I just welcome you to the stream. This is almost the daily stream that we are doing in all the working days from Monday to Friday. And in this particular stream, we are going to dig deeper into more problems we can perform on multi-dimensional list. Okay, so that is going to be our main topic of this particular discussion. But before that, I'd like to give you a brief about whatever we have discussed in the last session, because this is going to be relatable. Okay, so what we have done in the last session, I'm presenting my screen with you, and this is what we have done in the last session, multi-dimensional list. Okay, and in this session we are going to digging deeper. Okay, I should remove it, and here I need to write digging deeper into multi-dimensional list. Okay, so let's discuss what we have done earlier, and after that we'll discuss what we are going to do today. Okay, so what we have done yesterday, we have discussed about a multi-dimensional list that we are having. We are having multi-dimensional list where we are having 3 rows and 3 columns. What is a multi-dimensional list? Multi-dimensional list is a list inside that we are having another list, right? So like in this particular case here, I'm having a bigger list, inside that I'm having 3 lists. So this is something looks like rows and columns. Okay, so 3 rows, 3 columns. So this is a 2-dimensional list. Similarly, we can have 3-dimensional list, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or multi-dimensional. So all the list, if list is having more than 1 dimension, that comes under multi-dimensional list. Okay, and in this case it is a 2-dimensional list, to be more specific. So how we can access each element from a 2-dimensional list? Like to access this one, first of all, from this bigger list that I'm having, if I'm going for the index 0, this is something that I will get. And in this particular list, how I can access this one? I will go for 0 again. So LST of 0, 0 will give you 1. LST of 0, 1 will give you 2. 0, 2 will give you 3. Similarly, this 4, how you can get this 4? The first index of 0, so 1, 0. First index of 1 will give you 5, 5. Okay, and similarly first index of 2 will give you 6. Similarly, you can go for 7, 8, 9 as well. Now you can see a similar pattern repeating here. What is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. Means in the first I'm having all zeros, then all ones, then all 2. And after that what I'm having? 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So now what we are going to discuss, we are going to dig deeper into concept that how we can automate this process, because this is just a 3 by 3 list. Even if we are going for taking each element at a time, we can go for it, because that is really easy. We are just writing 9 lines of code. But what if we are having the list size of, I would say, more than 1,000, let's suppose, where we are having, let's suppose, 100 rows and 100 columns. So in that case I will have 10,000 cells. So how I can get all the elements? So that is going to be really difficult. So how I can go for it? For that purpose, we are going to use the the for loop method. We'll go for each and every index, and after that we are finding the sum of it. Like here you can see we have taken 1, 2, 3, after that 4, 5, 6, and after that we are going for 7, 8, 9. Finding 1 plus 2 plus 3 will give you 6. 4 plus 5 plus 6 will give you 15. 7 plus 8 plus 9 will give you 24. After that we have discussed how we can find the sum of all the elements, like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, 7, 8, 9. This will give you 45. How to find the diagonal element? We have also written the logic for it. Diagonal elements means 1, 5, 9, this line. Okay, how we can find it? In the diagonal element, indexes row wise and column wise are going to be equal. Like this is going to be 0, 0, this is 1, 1, this is 2, 2. Okay, so wherever the list indexes are equal, I am printing only those ones, and I am also checking if a matrix is square or not. The matrix or list should be square, only then we can perform the list of the diagonal operation. And after that we will discuss sum of all the diagonal elements, and what are those? 1 plus 5 plus 9 will give you 15. After that we have discussed how we can go for the opposite diagonal. Opposite diagonal means 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 9. So how I can go for that? I have used the reverse process. Earlier I was going from 00111 What I am doing, I am going for a process that we have discussed earlier, that I'll find a pattern between these. Like this is nothing but 0 3, this is 1 2, this is 2 1, this is 3 0 index wise. So all of them will give you a sum of 3. So I'll go for, if sum of both of the elements are 3, then I'll go for this particular thing. Okay, and after that I am finding the sum of them as well, which will give you the overall sum of all the elements. So this is something that we have done earlier in the last session. So what we are going to do in this particular session, we are going a step ahead, and let's discuss what are the different things I can perform on the same kind of list as well. Okay, for that purpose I am taking the reference of the same list here. Okay, let's execute it here. So here you can see I'm executing it. It is allocating a few resources, and once that is done, I'm also writing the code. I'm just copy pasting the code that we have done earlier. Okay, finding sum of all the diagonal elements and reverse diagonal elements. So this code will give you, if I am printing the sum, this code will give you sum of all the reverse diagonal element, like 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 8 18, 18 plus 9 27. Okay, and what this code will do, this code will give you the sum of all the diagonal elements in this term. 1 plus 5 6, 6 plus 9 12, 12 plus 6 18, 12. Okay, 12, 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 9 will give you 20. What is 6 plus 9? So 6 plus 9 will give you 25. 25 plus 6 will give you, how I can forget the summation. Okay, like if we are going for 0011, okay, 9 plus 1 10, 15, 15 plus 6 21. Okay, yes, it will give you 21 at the end. So this is the so this will return you the sum of diagonal elements. This will return you sum of the other diagonal elements. So how I can find, I would say, the total sum of all the diagonal elements, like this one and this one, how I can go for it? So for that purpose, we are going to first of all find the sum of these diagonals, and after that I'll add those sum into these particular diagonals. Okay, so if I'm going for that, so means I'm going for this first of all, and after that I'm going for this as well. So I have initialized a variable sum. First of all, I'll go for the reverse diagonal, add up, and after that I'll go for the simple diagonals. Okay, I'll go for both of the things, and after that I'm printing the overall sum, which should be 27 plus 21 means 48 should be the sum. So let's execute it and see the sum, and the sum is 48, means my code is working perfectly. Okay, now what is the problem here? The problem might be that if, like, this is the size of the list that we are having. So let's suppose if I'm adding a text here and moving it above, and this is the code to, I would say, finding sum of diagonal elements. Okay, so let's suppose this is the code that we have written. Now what if the size of the list is not 4 by 4, if the size of the list is, let's suppose, only 3 by 3. So what we can do in that particular case, let's discuss that now. Okay, so what will happen then? Let's suppose if I'm removing this 4 from here, 5 from here, 9 from here, and this also from here. So this is the list of size 3 cross 3 now. Okay, so now if I'm performing the same operation here, let's see what will happen. I'm performing the same code here as well. So if I'm going for the same code and finding the sum of it, so what should be the sum? The sum should be 9 plus 5 plus 9 plus 1 10 plus 5 15. Okay, and after that, what is another diagonal? Another diagonal I'm having 7 plus 3 10. So it should be 25 only, because 5 is the diagonal at the center here as well and here as well. So other, so I do, but I don't want to include 5 again. Okay, this is the problem which happen with if the size of a particular, if the length or width of a particular matrix or a two-dimensional list is even, is odd to be more specific. Here the height is 4, width is also 4. In that case it will not happen, because 1596 would be there and 4689 would be there. If we are having a size of, I would say 3 by 3 or 5 by 5 or 7 by 7, so in that particular case, or if the length or width of a particular matrix is in odd manner, so in that case what I need to do, I need to subtract the middle element as well. Okay, and let's discuss first of all how to find the middle element. So to find the middle element, first of all, okay, let's go for writing the code. Sum of diagonals in odd, right, where the height is, let's suppose, odd. So what I will do there, so first of all I'll go for the list. Okay, in this particular list, so let's suppose if the size is 3 cross 3, so if I'm checking the length of it, so first of all what I will do, I'll check the length of list. Okay, and I'll say if the length of list is completely divisible by 0, then that particular list is having even height or width. But if they are not equal, only in that case I'll execute this code, otherwise I will not execute this code, right? So what is the surety of writing this code? So if I am executing this code in this particular manner, so what will happen, this code will only be executed if the length or height of a particular list is odd, means I am having 3 or 5 or 7. Why odd only? Because in odd I am having a center element as well, which I want to subtract in each and every case. So now let's find, let's see how we can find the odd element, because in this particular case what I need to do, sum is 30, but I need to subtract the middle element. How I can subtract the middle element? So for that purpose, if I'm going for LST, so what is the length of list? Length of list is 13. Okay, if I'm dividing it by 2, I'm getting a 1. Okay, so the basic approach is, because if I'm checking the length of it is 3 and the width of the list is also 3, means how I can find the middle element, I'll go for 0 0 1 1 2 2. 2 2 is the maximum, so 1 1 should be the center. If I'm going for, let's suppose, a size of 5 by 5, so what will happen, 0 0 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. Okay, so I'm having total of 5, but out of those 5 the middle element would be 2 2, means whatever height we are having or whatever width we are having, if we are dividing that by 2, means this is the width, I'm having 3 height 3 width, or 3 rows 3 columns. If I'm dividing 3 by 2, I'll get 1.5. If I'm taking the lower part of it, which would be 1, so that is the center. Similarly, how I can verify it, I'll go for 5 by 5. So if I'm going for 5 by 5, so 5 divided by 2 will give you 2.5. Lower of that is 2, and because I'm having 2 now, so at index 2 I'm having the middle element. So 0 0 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 if the size is 5 by 5. So that is the correct logic. So what I'll do, I'll take this, right, I'll divide it by 2 in such a way that it will give me an even result only, and after that I'll take the list, and here I will pass this and this again. Okay, so this will give you 1 in this particular case, and this will also give you 1. So if you are executing it, this will give you the middle element. So what I want to subtract the middle element from the list as well. Okay, so if I am executing this code now, okay, sorry, so if I am executing this code now, so this is the value that I want, 25. Why 25? Because 1 plus 5 plus 9 will give you 15, and 3 plus 7 should be there only. 15 plus 7 will give you, okay, Yes, 15 plus 10 will give you 25, but we are getting 30 because in this particular diagonal, in this particular diagonal, we are counting 5 twice. So I need to subtract the middle element once as well, and because of that we are getting 25 now. So what I need to write now, the logic would be simple. So I am combining both of the codes now. Okay, so how I can combine both of the codes? For that purpose I am again going for a text, and I am finding sum of diagonals without repeating center one. Okay, so what should be the logic? So first of all, I'll go for this particular loop. So what this loop will ensure you, this loop will ensure you that means I need to go on the top, and here I am writing if the length of the list, means if it is a square matrix, so it should be a square matrix first of all. If it is a square matrix, then I will check if the height and width are even or odd. If that is odd, then I need to subtract the center element as well. If it is not odd, so that means it should be even. If it is even, I'll print it directly. Logic is going to be same. Here I am just subtracting the center element, here I am not subtracting the center element. Okay, so let's execute this and check. So I'm getting a 25. So let's do one thing, let's add a code cell here, and let's go for a few more problem statements and see how it is performing then. So if I'm going for this, so the sum of the elements are 25. Okay, so what if I'm going for a smaller size? Let's suppose if I'm going for a 2 cross 2 only. So if I'm going for a 2 cross 2, it should be 5 plus 1 6, 4 plus 2 6. So 6 6 12 should be the answer, and if I'm executing this, here you can see 12 is the answer, correct. So this is when we are having even size. So let's go for the odd size now. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 5 4 4 5 3. Okay, and let's take this in the same manner, and we are going to add multiple things, right? 4 5. Okay, and after that I am again going for 2 more rows like this. Okay, so this is the shape now. So I am having 5 rows and 5 columns. If I am executing this and executing this code again, so the answer is 40. So let's calculate the answer as well. So to calculate the diagonal, 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 6 will give you 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. So 20 is this diagonal, and after that 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 6 will give you 9 plus 6 will give you 20, and 15, 15 plus 5 20. So 20 here and 20 is here as well. So what is the result? Result is 40. So we are having the diagonal which is working perfectly now. So this is how the code works. Okay, so after that what should be the next step? Because we have discussed about how the code work when we want to sum without repeating the center one as well. So the next step, when what we are going to do is we are going to take this and we are going to reverse it, right? We'll discuss how to reverse a particular list as well. Okay, and from reversing this list, I mean to say reverse this list. This particular time I am doing it row wise. Okay, so let's discuss how we can reverse this list row wise. So this is the list that we are having. How to reverse this list row wise? So to reverse this list row wise, what should be the output? So output should be 7 8 9, 4 5 6 and 1 2 3, right? This whole thing will be flipped. Then I will say that list is flipped. So how I can flip this list? For this particular case, I need to go for a list of 2, right? So first of all, this is the basic approach that you need to follow to find a solution. Okay, so first of all, we will see the how the output will look like. Okay, after that we will find a logic to find the output. Okay, so first of all, it should be 2, then it should be 1, then it should be 0. If I'm executing it, this is the output that I want. So how I can get this output? In this particular case, I need to go for loop that can start from the bottom and go up to the top. Okay, so what I can do, I can go for a simple for loop for I in range, right? So if I'm going for I in range, so in this range function I can define the starting condition, stopping condition, and the difference. So I want to start from where? I want to start from 2, and 2 is nothing but the length of the list, but length of the list is actually 3. So what I need to do, I need to go for, okay, let's go for length of list. I want to go start from here, go up to 0, and every time I want to subtract -1. So this might give you the error, but let's discuss first if it is working or not. So now you can see it is starting from 3, and after that it is going to 3, after that 2, after that 1, but I want to go up to 0. So what I need to write, I need to go 1 below that, because if I'm using 0 it will not go up to 0, it will go for 1 only. So if I'm going for -1, so then you can see, because length of the list is 3, it is starting from 3 going up to 0, and every time it is subtracting minus from it. Why I have written -1 here? Because if I'm writing 0, then it will go up to 1. If I'm writing 1, it will go up to 2 only. Okay, because this is the ending condition, where whatever ending condition we are writing, we need to write 1 more than that or 1 less than that. If we are going negative side, we need to subtract 1. If we are going for the positive side, like starting condition, ending condition, starting is low, ending is high, then in that case I need to take 1 more than that. If starting is high, ending is low, I need to go and take 1 less than that. Okay, but what I want 2 1 0, so I need to start from 1 less than that as well. So if I'm executing this, so this loop is starting from 0, go up to starting from 2, go up to 0, and now what I can do, I can pass my list here. So if I'm executing it, this is the reverse list that I'm getting, right? So let's do one thing, let's start adding few values, and after that let's check if it is giving you the same output or not, right? So let's go for it and let's add some values as well. Let's go for 7, 8, 6, and now let's execute it. And in this particular case, I should start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now if I'm executing it, so what I'm getting 876435, 876435, and after that 789456, 789456, and 123. Means this is the reverse list that we are having now. Okay, so reverse list row wise done. So next should be reversing the list column wise. Let's discuss that as well, because that will also clear a lot of your doubts. So we are reversing list, or it should be flipping the list, flipping list column wise. How we can flip the list column wise? For that purpose, first of all I need to have a list, obviously, and in this particular list I'm defining the values in the same manner. Okay, here I'm having a 3 cross 3 list. If I'm flipping them in this particular manner that I want, like how the manner will go, first of all let's discuss that. So if I'm flipping the list, so what should be the output? So the output should look something like this. Okay, it should be 3, 2, 1, and it should be 6, 5, 4, and it should be 9, 8, 7. This should be the output, because this is 1, 2, 3 is now flipped to 3, 2, 1, 4, 5, 6 is flipped to 6, 5, 4, and 7, 8, 9 is flipped to 9, 8, 7. So how I can reverse this particular list? Okay, so for that purpose, first of all we are going to use a function, and after that we'll discuss how we can do the same thing by our own as well. Okay, so the first approach is going to be the same. We are going for I in LST, and we are printing our I. So if I'm printing I, I'm getting half things done, because now I want to take each row and after that reverse it, right? If I reverse that row, I'll get all the elements of that particular row, right? So how I can reverse it, that is the process. Now for that purpose, I is the list which where we are getting each and every list of the bigger list. Okay, so this is something I want to reverse. So how I can reverse it? For that purpose, either I can go for again a for loop that will go in this particular way, right? Or we can go for directly a reverse function as well. Like let's discuss how we can reverse a particular list. Okay, so let's suppose I is the list that we are having, which is 7 8 9. Okay, how I can reverse it? If I'm going for something like this, so this will reverse the whole list by 9 8 7. Okay, this is something that we are using to reverse the list. Okay, and or to be more specific, flipping a list. So what we can do, we can perform the same thing on each and every list, and we are getting the flipped output 3 to 1 6 5 4 9 8 7, which is the exact output that I want. But how we can do the same using our own function? So for that purpose, I need to go for one more for loop. Okay, and in that for loop I will go for I in range, and the range should means in this particular case I need to start from 0 1 2, right? And it start from 2, I need to go up to 0, right? And to start from 2, we have discussed earlier as well, I am taking the length of, I would say, I, and I am subtracting 1 from it. Okay, this is one thing that I have done. This is from where I am starting, right? And after that I want to go up to -1 because I want to include 0 as well, and every time I am doing it, I will subtract -1 from it. So this is same as what we have written here. Okay, so once that is done, here I need to go for J. For J in range this particular, after that what I will do, I'll print I of J. So let's execute and see if we are getting the result or not. If we are getting it, after that we'll discuss how the process is working. So here you can see what is the result. It should be 321 654 987. 321 654 987. Okay, the result is correct. So let's discuss how it is working now. Okay, so in this particular loop I am taking each row at a time. Means first of all I am taking 1 2 3, and here I am taking, like, I is a bigger list. Inside that particular list I am taking each and every element row wise from ending to the beginning, ending to beginning, after that going for the next list, ending to beginning, next, ending to beginning. This is something that I am displaying. But what I want the result also in the same format. So what I can do in that particular case, I can create a new list that I am creating, and here I am creating a smaller list. Okay, so what I am doing here, I am writing lsl dot append, and here I am appending this element here. So if I am executing it, and here you can see if I am printing my L, so here you can see what I am getting. I am getting 987, which are just the 3 elements that I am having. But what I want at the end, I want this to be displayed here as well. So okay, to be more specific, what is happening here, so if I'm just printing L and executing it and printing I, so what I am getting all the values in a list format 321 654 987, which is correct. But I want it into a 2-dimensional list format as well. So what I need to write, I need to define a smaller list which will take 3 elements at a time, and after that I am going to append it in a larger list, right? So what I am doing here, I need to go for something like this. So if I am executing this and checking ls, so here you can see what is the output. So first of all, I am initializing a smaller list which is empty. After that I am going for the first row, taking 1 2 3 and reverse them. In the reverse order I am feeding them into the list named as L. So first the L should have 3, then it should have 2, then it should have 1. Once it has gone through the whole loop, it will go to this particular ls, which is a bigger list that we are having. In that big list I have appended the smaller list. 3 to 1 is appended. After that I go back and initialize the L with empty. right? After that I have taken the second row 4 5 6, reverse them, append them into the list with the sequence 5 6 5 4. After that I feed this smaller L into the bigger list, which is ls, where I am having 6 5 4. Same thing repeats. I'll go back, take 7 8 9, reverse it in this particular manner, and this is what I will get at the end. Flipping the list column wise. Okay, we have discussed about two methods. Either you can go for this by reversing, or you can go for this. Now let's do one thing. Let's add some of the values and see if it is working perfectly or not. So this is the test case that you must need to write in whatever programs you are writing. So if I are executing it, what is the value? We are getting 4321. Okay, 5645 564 5654 5987 5. Okay, it should be 5987 5987 4565 4565. Okay, correct. Now let's match them as well. So here you can see 4321 is there, 5654 is there, 5987 is there, and 4565 is there. Means whatever code we have written is absolutely correct. So let's do one thing. Let's quickly summarize whatever we have done so far. Okay, so what we have done, first of all, we have discussed how to find the sum of the diagonal elements. Okay, after that we have discussed how to find the sum of diagonal elements if the number of diagonals are odd, or if the number of rows and number of columns are odd. This is only for the even, because in even we are not having anything at the center. Here we are having an element exactly at the center if the length is or height is odd. So in that particular case, what we'll do, we'll check if the length is odd or not. If it is odd, then I need to subtract the center element. This is how we find the center element. I need to subtract the center element. And here I am doing the same thing with the autonomy. Like, I do not need to define if the size is even or odd. I have defined it in the code only. I have given them the value. If the size is odd, then this code will be executed. If it is even, this code will be executed. Only difference is if the size is odd, I will subtract the center element as well, which 3 in this particular case. Otherwise, if the size is 4, I'll take these 4, I'll take these 4, and nothing will be repeated. Okay, after that we'll discuss about how we can reverse a particular list row wise. Row wise, that is simple. We'll start from the bottom, go up to 0, go up to 0th index, and after that, for that purpose, we are using the list format. I'll start from whatever length they are having, one less than that, because if the length is 3, so index is 0 1 2, so I want to start from 2. I want to take 2 1 and 0. So for that purpose I have written -1 here, because I need, if I'm going for high to low, I need to take 1 less than whatever we want. So I want 0, I need to write -1, and after each iteration I want to subtract -1, so that I will get 2 1 0, and this is how we will get the reverse order list. Okay, here how we can flip it. To flip it, we are having two options. Either we can directly use the reverse, or we can also having the function named as reverse and reverse. You can use those functions as well. And after that, how we can do it by our own, for that purpose we have used this particular list. We are starting from here, go up to here, and after that I am subtracting 1 each and every time. Okay, so this is all about digging deeper into multidimensional lists. So now as we proceed further in the upcoming lecture, we'll discuss a lot of things about like how to I would say reverse the column is something that we have done. How to crop a particular area, how to crop a particular filter. Like, let's suppose this is a 4 by 4 4 by 4 I would say list. How we can go for 1 2 4 5 3 4 6 5 7 8 5 6 9 4 9 5 5 4. How we can find all the unique elements we are having here. How we can find which elements are repeating, or which elements are not repeating, which is the first unique character. All of the things we are going to do a lot of operations on it. Okay, and one more thing or announcement, that we have launched a Python series on NumPy. Okay, so if you want to dig deeper into the data driven technologies like data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, computer vision, and data analysis, data wrangling, there are a lot of things in the data driven technology. If you want to dig deeper into it, you need to have a basic understanding, or I would say a very good understanding in lists and numpy and multi-dimensional list or arrays. Okay, so what is discussed there? We have discussed how to install numpy, how to work on numpy, what are the different operation I could perform, how it is different from list, when to use it, why to use it, and after that we'll discuss about a lot of functionalities of it, how to create an array, how to reshape an array, how to generate random numbers. A lot of things are discussed in that particular series of 8 lectures, so just go through it. And yes, just go through it. Take care then. I'll see you in the next session. Bye. Take care.